Long before the world spoke his name with reverence, before stadiums erupted in chants and records were rewritten in his image, Lionel Andres Messi was just a quiet boy born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a city where football was not entertainment, but identity, a place where dreams were shaped on cracked concrete streets and dusty fields, where children learned to speak with a ball before they learned to speak with words. And it was in this environment that Messi's relationship with football began, not as ambition, but as instinct, a natural extension of who he was. Raised in a modest family, with a factory worker father and a mother devoted to holding the household together, Messi's upbringing was humble, grounded, and rooted in strong values. And from an early age, it was clear that he was different, not louder or stronger than the other kids, but calmer, more focused, moving with the ball as if it obeyed his thoughts, weaving through players older and bigger than him with an ease that seemed impossible to explain. Football was never forced on Messi. It was chosen by him, every day, every hour, until it became part of his identity. And by the time he joined local club Newell's Old Boys, his talent was undeniable, drawing attention and admiration from those who understood the game deeply. But just as his path seemed clear, destiny intervened with cruel timing when Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency at the age of 11, a condition that threatened not only his football future but his confidence, health, and family stability, because the treatment was expensive and long-term, and for many clubs, the risk was simply too great. Rejection followed rejection. Doubt replaced hope, and whispers began to form around whether such a small boy could ever survive in a professional sport dominated by physicality, power, and size. Yet through it all, Messi never lost his love for the game, continuing to play with the same joy, the same hunger, even as uncertainty loomed over his future. His family stood by him, sacrificing comfort and stability, believing in a dream that had no guarantees. And it was this belief that eventually led them across an ocean to Spain, where FC Barcelona, unlike others, saw not a risk but a rare gift, recognizing that what Messi lacked in height he possessed in balance, intelligence, coordination, and an almost supernatural understanding of space and movement. The decision to offer Messi medical treatment and a place at La Masia, famously agreed upon with a contract written on a simple napkin, would quietly alter the course of football history forever. At just 13 years old, Messi left Argentina behind, leaving family, friends, and familiarity, stepping into a new culture, a new language, and a new world filled with pressure and expectation, where discipline was strict, competition relentless, and comfort non-existent. Yet instead of shrinking under the weight, Messi adapted, absorbing everything around him, dedicating himself completely to the process of growth, both physically and mentally. Life at La Masia was not glamorous. It was structured, demanding, and unforgiving. But it was here that Messi's raw talent was refined into something extraordinary, as coaches worked tirelessly to nurture his strengths while he worked obsessively on his weaknesses, spending countless hours perfecting his touch, improving his balance, and developing the ability to change direction at full speed, a skill that would later become his signature. Even among the best young talents in the world, Messi stood apart, not because he demanded attention, but because he commanded it through performance, dominating matches with intelligence rather than force, making the difficult look effortless, and gradually earning the respect of teammates and coaches alike. Despite his rapid development, Messi's journey was far from easy, as injuries, homesickness, and the pressure of expectation tested him repeatedly, forcing him to mature faster than most. Yet through every challenge, he remained focused, disciplined, and driven by a simple desire to play football at the highest level. When he finally broke into Barcelona's first team, it was not with noise or celebration, but with quiet confidence, as if he knew this moment was inevitable. And from his earliest appearances, it was clear that the game moved differently around him, that defenders reacted too late, that spaces opened where none seemed to exist, and that something special was unfolding. As seasons passed, Messi evolved from a promising talent into a foundational piece of Barcelona's identity, forming partnerships, understanding systems, and adapting tactically in ways that revealed a footballing intelligence far beyond his years. And while the world began to take notice, Messi remained grounded, focused not on fame but on improvement, training relentlessly, listening carefully, and allowing his performances to speak for him. This early phase of Messi's journey laid the foundation for everything that would follow, a story not defined by instant success, but by patience, sacrifice, and belief, a reminder that greatness is rarely born overnight, but built quietly through adversity, dedication, and an unbreakable connection to the game itself. As Lionel Messi's career progressed, the world began to measure him not only by his artistry, but by the sheer numbers he produced, records falling before him, as if he were rewriting the history books himself, becoming Barcelona's all-time top scorer, surpassing legends who once seemed untouchable, and achieving milestones in La Liga and the Champions League that confirmed his status as one of the greatest players of all time. Yet with this extraordinary success came enormous pressure, as global attention, media scrutiny, and the weight of expectation followed him relentlessly, magnifying every mistake, dissecting every performance, and comparing him to past and present legends alike, placing him under a microscope that few could endure. While his brilliance on the pitch was undeniable, international football posed an entirely new challenge, as Messi faced repeated heartbreaks with Argentina, losing finals in Copa America tournaments and the FIFA World Cup in ways that left his nation desperate for triumph and critics questioning his ability to lead. Despite the pain, Messi never gave up. He carried the hopes and dreams of millions on his shoulders, enduring disappointment with humility and determination, proving that resilience in the face of adversity is as much a mark of greatness as talent itself. He refined his approach, learning to balance leadership, teamwork, and personal excellence, never allowing failure to define him, instead using it to fuel his hunger for victory, demonstrating that true legends rise not only through success, but through the way they respond to challenges, setbacks, and the pressure of expectation. Through this period, Messi became a symbol of perseverance, embodying the idea that greatness is not only measured in trophies and records, but also in the courage to continue when the world doubts you, the patience to endure hardship, and the discipline to keep perfecting one's craft, no matter the obstacles or criticism. After years of heartbreak, Lionel Messi finally achieved redemption, first by leading Argentina to Copa America glory, a triumph that healed a nation's wounds, restored belief, and cemented his status as a champion on the international stage, and later by winning the FIFA World Cup, completing a journey that spanned decades, continents, and countless moments of triumph and despair. A story that would forever define him as one of the greatest athletes, not just in football, but in the history of sport itself. Beyond the goals, the assists, the trophies, and the statistics, Messi's legacy lives in inspiration, proving to every dreamer that greatness does not require size, strength, or attention, but patience, discipline, humility, and an unshakable love for one's craft. A reminder that setbacks are part of the journey, that failures are lessons, and that persistence can turn pain into purpose. From a small boy in Rosario to a global icon who united nations, inspired millions, and changed football forever, Messi's story shows that legends are forged in adversity, honed through sacrifice, and defined by the choices they make when no one is watching. His influence reaches far beyond the pitch, touching culture, mindset, and dreams, creating a legacy that will endure for generations, a living proof that beginnings do not determine endings, and that true greatness can be achieved through belief, effort, and love for the game. And as we celebrate Messi's extraordinary journey and continue uncovering the stories behind the world's greatest icons, don't forget to subscribe to Legends Behind the Brand, where we reveal the struggles, sacrifices, and defining moments that shape true legends. Because behind every great name is a story worth telling, a journey worth honoring, and a legacy meant to live forever, inspiring those who dare to dream, persevere,